Did It Do? A show that would answer just that question. Who did it do? This show is a platform for stylists who have created celebrated looks on celebrities. My name is Khadijah and I'm your host. We're here right now in Los Angeles, California, where we're going to be catching up with some of the great stylists that have worked on celebrities here in this area. One of the stylists that we're going to be interviewing today is Brenton Lee. We're going to travel also to Beverly Hills, where we'll catch up with the talented Lashelle, who works at Damone studio located in the Beverly Hills area. So you guys hold on to your seats. It's going to be a blast here in Los Angeles with Who Did It Do? Here we are with the great and talented Brenton Lee in Pasadena, California for our show Who Did It Do? How are you today, Brenton?
I'm doing great. Thanks for being here and thank you for allowing me to talk to y'all.
Oh, wow. It's a pleasure. You know, well, again, this is our show is a platform to highlight stylists who have worked on celebrities. And we want to thank you because your salon is immaculate. It's like top of the top of salons that we have visited so far on Who Did It Do, and we thank you and very grateful for that.
Thanks.
So with the listening audience, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, so a little bit about myself. I'm 28 now.
Okay.
28. I've been in the industry. I got my license when I was 18, so about 10 years, a little over 10 years. I actually started doing hair when I was 13 years old.
Okay.
And I started by just being a barber first. I started cutting my own hair. Got tired of my mom cutting my hair,
right.
So I started cutting everyone's hair. I never thought I was going to be a hairdresser though, just thought I was going to be a barber. And I started beauty school when I was 16, so did a 2-year program right here in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And right after school, right when I got out of school, I went right into the salon, went right into education, got right into platform work. I really loved the industry,
right.
So I tried to do whatever I could put my hands on, whether it was the salon work, whether it was education, platform work, celebrities and different things like that. I'm very passionate about it. I love it, and yeah, I've been doing it for about 10 years now, and it's been a good ride so far.
Okay, well, great. Well, that sounds amazing. You just recently just touched on celebrities. How is it working on celebrities in comparison to just working on the regular client?
You know, I had a good mentor who actually worked with a lot of celebrities, and I actually.
Would you like to recognize that mentor?
Yes, Nico Aber, yeah,
okay.
He's awesome hairdresser. And you know, it wasn't something that I was really striving for. Even now, it wasn't something I was kind of reaching out for. He had a big clientele of celebrities, and I always said if the opportunity came, I would do it,
right.
Definitely. I was always in the salon person. I really like to take care of my clients, and I was really into education as well. I love doing those. So I always said, and this is what he taught me too, that those celebrities and things that you do are pretty much just like credibility for you to come back to your salon or behind the chair,
right.
To either charge more or to build your name and your brand. And that's really how I saw it. I said, you know, if I can work on a celebrity, how can I use that to build my brand and my credibility?
Okay, that's an excellent point that you just targeted. So you're basically saying that it's no difference from the celebrity for like if you're doing a Mary J. Blige or you're doing a Tiki Sumter in comparison to just a woman that's walking in. You still treat them and show them the same type of professionalism as you would with any client. Am I correct?
Definitely. I think anybody that we touch is a celebrity. Anybody that anybody who sits in my chair, I treat them as a celebrity. And that was one thing too, my mentor always said. Everyone always asks, like, how do you get celebrities? How do you get celebrity clientele? And he used to always say, treat people like a celebrity. That's how you're gonna get celebrities. So I always ran with that and said, you know what? Treat people how you treat everybody like a celebrity. Celebrities will end up being in your chair because you're gonna start that buzz about you, what you do, and it'll end up happening. But yeah, I like to treat anybody who comes in as a celebrity.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's great to hear. So of course you just stated since you're 28. Woo! Yeah. I think I have shoes older than you. 28 years. But being that you're young and as we see by the immaculate look of your salon and celebrities and the knowledge you have, even though at 28, what would you like to share with those up and coming artists that are around your age range to have them maybe learn from you, or what would you like to share with them so they can attain the same success you're obtaining at the age of 28?
Yes. I would say it's all about education, and we always preach and say that, but it's really true. You got to really focus on expanding your knowledge. And another mentor who always said this to me, and I'll never ever forget this too. he said we should always stay up to date, which we always like to do with the latest color techniques and cutting techniques and styling techniques. But what about the latest business techniques? You know, people don't like to focus on the latest business techniques.
Right.
And so I would suggest that to up and coming stylists. There's so many different ways you can build your business now at your fingertips on your phone, which, you know, a lot of young people are doing now. So really focusing on and treating your clientele and what you're doing in the salon as a business. So really focusing on how can you build your clientele, how can you build your business.
Those are some excellent points you just hit on, Brenton. So basically you're saying with this industry, it's just not being a stylist once you walk inside your salon or wherever area that you're working with or in. It's basically you have to live and breathe this every day.
That's true, definitely. Yeah, and it really is not just in the salon, but how you represent yourself. That represents in your business as well, on an everyday life. And that's why I always try to dress nice.
Right.
You know, if I'm not even in the salon, it's because I always say you gotta look like the money you want to make. Look like the money you want to make.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's so important. And even if you're not at work, how are you promoting your work while you're not at work?
Right.
You know,
so basically not having on your Instagram or your Facebook, like keep that separate.
Yes.
Whatever's personal stays personal, whatever says business stays business.
Yes.
Like not talking about foolishness on your page when it's dealing with you as an artist. You know, keep that separate. Keep the business separate from the personal. Am I correct?
No, that's definitely true. And I think there's a fine line between that. But yeah, you don't want to be putting up your mess on your business, definitely. But then people also do like to connect with people.
Right.
You know, people like to connect with people. So in a sense, you can be yourself when it comes to your business, because that's what people are connected to.
Right.
But yeah, not a hot mess self.
So basically, I think we're understanding what you're saying. So basically, you have to have a balance. You have to have the balance. Like people know that you're personal, that you're approachable.
Exactly.
So if they want to come to you to get service, they don't feel like they have to be other than themselves. They can be who they are. You can service them like they are, like you stated, like they are a celebrity.
Yeah.
And you can move forward and then can be a steady client working with you. So basically you're saying we as stylists have to be authentic. We want to let people know that we're not like Jesus. We're not superhuman in a sense, but that they can relate to us, they can understand us. So, and also making them know that we're approachable.
That's
Am I
exactly
correct?
it, yeah. Words you touched on, authentic, approachable. People want to know that you're human.
Right.
That you're approachable.
But you still can slay the hair once they're sitting inside the chair.
That's right.
Okay. That's really important to them as well. That we can be authentic, but yet we can produce once they're sitting in the chair and make them happy to be our clients. So I really like the fact that you hit on that point about every person that sits in the chair being a celebrity.
Yeah. One thing. Sorry.
No, it's fine. No, this is about you. Go ahead.
Yeah. One thing a friend told me, and it's a nice point, he said there's a difference between inspiration and aspiration. You know, we can always try to inspire people, you know, by the work we put out or however we like to inspire somebody. But aspiration, we're encouraging people to take action. So they can see, like, oh, this is what he does, this is who he is, and I want to be like him. I want to do the steps or take the steps that he took to get where he is. So there's really a difference of just trying to put out perfect things to inspire people, but then trying to actually move people to take action and do things.
Well, I would just like to state that the fact that you have your salon, you're very successful, the awards that you have based on the work that you have put in, that has, even as a older person, I'm not going to say my age, as an older person, that is an aspiration that we can obtain that.
Yeah.
So again, that's about, what we just spoke on about being authentic.
Exactly.
That you can reach same goals that I have achieved. If you inspire to achieve those, you can achieve them as well.
Yes.
So that's very great, especially also as the inspiration and the aspiration that you're very young in age. And we have a lot of young individuals that are coming out in the industry that want to have that same success. But can you just target a little bit on the work ethic that goes behind that?
But yes, work ethic is really important. Things don't just get handed to you.
Right.
And I think that's what a lot of young people have to understand. You got to work hard for things that you want to achieve.
Did you say young people have to understand
or
that?
anyone in general, right?
But youth in particular, because they think things are just a what we call a vacuum type of vacuum. You just get it immediately. You just suck it in and you get it immediately.
Yeah, exactly. I always like to call it the swan factor.
Swan factor, okay.
People see successful people in a sense, and they look like everything's just beautiful. You see that swan just gliding across the water. But what does the swan's feet look like under the water?
Right. Right, working.
So it's hard work to achieve things or goals that you want, and you got to put in the work. So
I love that concept, the swan factor, because it's also like with the younger generation, or just some in general, is the peacock factor. You just want to look good, but you look good and work. Like, the peacock. Yeah, because peacock. What I know and study with the peacock, they just flap their feathers and they just look good. They get nothing. They want applause, but we want. I'm really great that you targeted on that work ethic, because that's a universal thing. And, it doesn't take any talent to show up on time, to be professional.
That's right.
To work hard. It takes no talent to do that. So we're glad that you targeted on that area.
Sometimes the world looks perfect, nothing to rearrange. Sometimes you just get a feeling like you need some kind of change.
Do you know the story of how I came in here?
No, I would like to learn.
Well, my mom is 88, and her hair, she doesn't even want to go and get it cut or anything. And I said, Mom, you're a little Italian lady and you look like George Washington. You got white hair that comes like that.
Right.
And I passed this place. I thought, that looks like a pretty nice, that's a beautiful place. So I came in, he's heard this story 10,000 times. She doesn't want anyone to touch her, she doesn't want anyone to, she's just like that.
Right.
So I said, sit down on the couch for a second. And I looked around and I see who I think is somebody's teenage nephew who's just on his first day.
Right.
And he was so sparkly, So I went up to the front desk and they said, how can we help you? I said, I need somebody to cut my mother's hair and I'll take Twinkle Face.
And then I look over. And then he's like,
Did your eyes sparkle when you looked over?
But I said, I want the Twinkle Face. And they said, well, that's Brenton. I said,
Okay.
that's what do you mean that child owns this place?
Right.
I said, he's got the perfect, he's got to be him or nobody came over to cut her hair. Of course, she was just adored him and he cut her hair, and that was the first time she's had
That's crazy.
manageable hair in 50 years, but he was such a, and I thought, that's somebody's nephew who's doing like.
She was even confused.
You
She saw
sweeping the
time,
floor.
She thought he was Muslim. She was like, okay, I don't want him touching my hair.
But I mean, he just got that great energy.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. He's amazing, and I thank him so much. And even for
He just came up to me now and he said, no, you don't have to do this, but I said, like, I'm gonna say no to you. Whatever it is, of course I'm gonna do it. Who would say no to him?
And what made us laugh when he's like, what is that?
Bronson Pinto, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we know who that is.
Right. I went right on YouTube. Standing tall the ways of life.
Laughing at your hair is short.
I know, I'm used to the.
Well, yeah, no, it was huge. Not only, the thing is, it wasn't at the time. It's very fine, silky hair. So it was like this, and then they would come in and they would blow dry it out to that.
Get out of here.
It was always silky hair.
Get out of here.
Very silky, and during the day, it would just clam to my, just would move around. And then they would come in and they would start, I don't know how long it took them, but that was, they would start at the root.
Right.
And they just lifted and lifted and lifted and lifted until it was like that, and then they
It was big and bouncy.
So we want to support you, Brenton, because that's why we're here. And can you give the followers of our show Who Did the Do, what are you doing right now and how can we follow you?
yes, what's up, Who Did the Do? This is Brenton Lee. You can visit us at BrentonLeeSalon.com. Also, my Instagram, BrentonLeePro.com. And yeah, follow the salon, Brenton Lee Salon, at Brenton Lee Salon on Instagram as well. Keep us, follow us and we'll keep you updated with what's going on.
All right, that sounds great, and we will definitely be following. And again, we want to thank you so much, Brenton, for taking out your time out of here. I know you have a super busy schedule, but thank you so much for taking time out to come sit with us at Who Did the Do.
My pleasure.
Oh, we love you, Brenton.
Thanks.
Here we are at Damone Roberts Studio, located in Beverly Hills, with the talented Lashelle. How are you?
How are you?
Lashelle, thank you so much for being on our show, Who Did the Do? And we want to get right into the questions because the viewers want to know. First of all, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, as you know, I'm from Madison, New Jersey as well, your hometown.
Yes.
And I moved to LA about 2008. I've been doing makeup for about 20 years before I started, and then I moved into brows and into skincare as well. I moved to LA, started working with Damone about 2 years ago, and I've been here ever since.
And you're looking fabulous, I might add.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate the immaculate look of the salon. It is gorgeous. Very, very gorgeous. A couple of tips on lashing and brows, being that's one of the specialties here, as well as makeup. So I would like to start out with just lashes, and also let's add the brow with it.
Okay.
What is your best advice you can give for women in reference to their brows or their lashes?
My aesthetic, what I always like to tell every woman first is to know her own beauty and personality. Okay, and then that will then lead to the things you choose, being your products, being it sort of how you get your brow shaped, how you get your lashes shaped, and even down to the clothes you wear. So to answer your question, natural. Always natural first, and then you can always bump up after that. And when I say natural, I'm talking about if you look at how our eyelashes are mostly patterned, they're never patterned one-dimensional way. I've seen a lot of women with lashes that look what I like to call the Minnie Mouse lashes.
Minnie Mouse.
And you get them in a lot of the more of the Asian nail salons, and they just look really fake, and there's no real dimension to them. So I always say start out natural, take a look at that, and then bump yourself up. So that's what's
Okay, Lashelle, what advice would you like to give on the lashes and the brows? Do they work together in capacity? You know, does the lash have to be equal with the brow? And what do you think would be the best advice, again, to give to a person that's coming to get their lashes done or brows done as well?
Well, to answer your question, the eyes are the frame of the face. Brows are it as well. That's why brows are such a big business now. So getting a professional to help you attain a perfect shape is very key. You can do the maintenance at home yourself, but I would go to a professional to help you shape her perfectly. I personally do a mixture of threading and waxing, and then a little plucking to really fine tune the brow.
Right.
And then I tell my clients to maintain them at home, or let's come back to me once a month. With the lashes, it's a little bit more different. I don't do lashes, but I do tell a lot of clients and refer them to a professional. I have seen time and time again many women go to a nail salon to get their lashes done.
Wow.
And the nail salon, some of those women are not educated in the right tools and the right tools and the right materials to use.
So it's basically a cookie cut. It's like cookie cut. Every eyebrow to look exactly the same.
They cookie cut every lash and brow to look the
Right.
same. They use materials like hair glue, bonding glue that you would use on a weave or scalp to use on your lashes. Now, the glue, the skin on your eyes and the skin on your scalp are two different things. So the glue should be different too.
Wow.
And then the lashes themselves come in so many different materials, synthetics, minks, and you have to know what works for you. There's been so many situations where women have gone to these nail places or just gotten their eyes done and not have been educated properly and have had reaction to either the glue or the material of the lashes.
Right.
So yes, I always say go to someone who's educated in the art of actually knowing how to put on a lash. And then if something happens, they can actually help you if you have a bad reaction to it. Yeah, so something that's cookie cutter is not advised.
Okay, Lashelle, what is one of your pet peeves? Remember, we're talking about lashes and brows. What is one of your pet peeves that you hate to see on women when it's dealing with the lashes and the brows?
Two things I don't like to see on women. When they do the Minnie Mouse brows, and these are the brows they go to the nail salon to get, and it looks like a one-strip brow, and it's one length, and it's very long. It almost looks like doll baby lashes. and then there's nothing to back it up. There's no makeup. There's no balance in the face. You know, and it just does not look attractive. It doesn't look complimenting to them.
Right.
You know. Also, when someone overdraws their brows. There's a thing. We're in a culture right now where big brows are in.
Right.
But for some reason, people think that they should, when they draw them on, they should be stamped on.
Wow.
And even when I fill them in, I call them the Sharpie brows.
Right.
I think brows should look like hair. It should look soft. It should look full.
Right.
It doesn't have to look harsh and hard. And a lot of women are doing these very harsh square brows, and for some reason, they think that this is a good look for them.
It's what they've been shown, I'm assuming.
It's the Instagram brow.
Right, it's the Instagram brow.
The Instagram brow is a little harsh, a little hard.
Right.
Not every woman It's not for everyone.
Right. Okay, Lashelle, let's go a little bit into home maintenance. Because I know we can see from the clients that you had today that you really lay those brows out. What advice or tips can you give to your clients, or do you give to your clients for home maintenance? How to achieve that same look at home?
Well, basically, as I said, for home maintenance, what I do is I have them take a tweezer and I actually have them follow the shape. But what's really huge with brows is two things: is brushing them
Wow, okay.
and attaining a brow gel. We have a brow gel here at Damone, which is a very clear brow gel that can be used by both men and women. And just sort of grooming them and brushing them, or taking something simple like as a spoolie and just kind of brushing them.
What does the glue do, though? If you don't mind me asking, the product that you're talking about for
It's a clear brow gel. It just grooms the brows and keeps it in place. It
Okay.
doesn't flake, so both men and women can use it. And that's something they can use, especially when the hair's getting long, and they can kind of control them that way until they're able to come into the shop or go out.
almost like a hairspray for the brows? Can I say
Hairspray
that?
for the brows.
That sounds
You
great.
know?
Right.
Yeah, so that's what I do. It's pretty simple. Maintenance for the brows and lashes are pretty simple. You just have to upkeep them.
Right.
With lashes, I don't do them once again, like I said, but I always tell them just to brush them every day because they're fake. And so you sleep and make it all crazy and crisscross. So if you wake up and you groom them as you would groom your hair and brush your teeth, then you're good to go.
Okay, so that's an excellent tip. Because just because you get it done doesn't mean you have to groom them.
Yeah,
It's not
you have to
come get your brows done and then it's done. You're finished for the day. You have to take care of them.
People tend to think because they're fake lashes that they don't have to do anything, but
Right.
that's not the case. With beauty, beauty is maintenance.
Right.
You have to do something about it.
Okay. One of the hugest concerns come in is that people are conditioned to what they know.
Yeah.
It's until, like you just stated, the education comes in, we could help them know that that's not, every lash doesn't look the same.
Yeah.
Every lash looks different on every face, and also dealing with the brows as well.
Right.
So what other advice would you like to give to the viewers in reference to knowing who is professional?
You have Yelp, you have YouTube, you have all of these, Instagram, you have all these different ways to actually see your artist before you meet your artist.
Right.
You can contact them, you can look at their website, so there's ways. I mean, I always take the initiative right before I go to anybody, even my barber, to sit down and talk with them and converse with them to see where they're at.
Consultation.
And consultations are key. I give consultations,
Right.
still, even on brows, just so I can see if this is a good fit for me and if that technique is going to work for me. And it's not just about the styling of the lashes or the brows, it's also about the care of it. And you as a hairstylist would know,
Yes.
a really good hairdresser is not someone who can just style, who can also care for the hair afterward.
Right.
So yes, I do think there's so much out there. Pinterest boards, YouTube, so much out there that will allow you to get the information you need to choose very wisely.
Well, we thank you so much for that.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, Lashelle, we thank you for your interview, but what we want to do is follow you and support you. So give us a little big things that you're doing right now so we can continue to follow you here.
Actually, I'm here at Damone Roberts now, but I will be actually launching my image consulting business. So basically what it is, it's going to take all the beauty that I've been doing over the years and combining it with wardrobing. So I'll be doing that online, but you can catch me at ShellShop76 on Instagram and Lashelle Ullie on Facebook, and you will start seeing my new business launch in another month. So you'll know where to look for me. And please, if you guys have any concerns about wardrobing, about beauty, about products, this is where you can find me at LashelleUllie.com, and I will be there to help you working with virtual clients and helping you just attain the look that you need for yourself.
And I'm going to be one of your first people that will be reaching out to you for that.
I hope so. And I also have Rock That Red. I don't know if you know about Rock That Red.
Oh, please explain.
So Rock That Red is an organization that started with me and a friend of mine. She's an esthetician. And Rock That Red is, the slogan is one tool, the color of movement. And it's behind every pair of red lips, there's a story. So we created this movement to have women wear red lips and tell their story and use the red lips as a symbol of bravery, strength, and courage and truth. And the reason why red lips is because it's the one color that has been in cosmetics forever. It's the one color that every woman can wear. It's the one color that evokes the most emotion. Because when you wear it, you stand out. So, we want to hear your stories behind it, your stories of strength, so you can empower other women and use it as a community tool to be yourself and to be strong.
Oh, we want to thank you so much, Lashelle, for the interview, and we also thank Damone Roberts for allowing us to be here at his beautiful salon, and we hope to hear more from you in the future, and thank you for being a guest on Who Did the Do.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you, I appreciate it. And www.rockthatred.com.
Yes. Who Did the Do? A show that will answer just that question. Who did the do? We are here in Los Angeles, California, as we're going to catch up with one of our celebrity stylists. Go back. No rush. In Los Angeles, where we'll catch up with celebrated stylists.
Celebrity stylist.
Okay. We're here in Los Angeles, where we're going to catch up with celebrity stylist Stephen Banks.